Don't believe me? Okay, let me show you something. Range, low endurance. Brawls, medium endurance. Melee attacks, dashes. So, what does that all mean? Obviously, Cinderace does have dashes, Garchomp has dashes, but because Garchomp has medium endurance, it is not a speedster. It brawls, so it's not a speedster. Does have dashes, but since it has low endurance and relies on range, it doesn't become a speedster. It was close, but it has range. Gengar does not have range. It has melee attacks. If a speedster uses melee basic attacks, it becomes speedster. It has to be melee, and it has to rely on dashes. Absol relies on dashes, Talonflame relies on dashes. Brawls, range, statuses, high endurance statuses. Okay, so let's keep playing the game. Oh, look, Greninja, it has melees, but it relies on range. It's mostly range. Its melees are just a dash to get away. It melees really close to dash away, and then it can get away using double team, and then relies on range again. Its melee is just a dash. It helps it get away. You know, if you get too close, it can dash through you with its melee, and then it can try to use its double team to dodge an attack. You got high endurances. You got medium endurance that likes to brawl. Charizard's very close and personal. It likes to stay close. It uses Flamethrower to catch up. It uses Fire Blast to keep you slow. Fire Punch to stay close. Flare Blitz to stay close. It's very brawly. Pikachu uses its basic attacks with range, thus it becomes an attacker. Low endurance. Yes, it has stuns. Yes, it has crowd control-esque abilities, but because it has range, it becomes an attacker. You know, low endurance on speedsters, yeah, so it could technically become an attacker, but because it has melee, there you go. Dashes. Now you see the picture? Okay, so let's speed things up a little more. Range, statuses, endurance, range, endurance, range, brawls, endurance, brawls, statuses and healing, range, brawls, range, brawls, range, melee attacks and dashes, brawls, statuses and healing, dashes, statuses. You got brawls, you got range, you got healing, you got brawl, you got endurance, you got range, endurance, dashes, range. Mewtwo has range and it brawls because of the two forms. Mewtwo Y is all about range and staying far away, whilst X is all about brawling and getting close. Brawls, dashes, brawls, range, brawls, endurance. So why is Darkrai becoming speedster? Darkrai seems like it would be a pretty good ranged attacker because of its special attack. Dun dun dun! Fucking Gengar special attack. He melee, which means Darkrai is going to be melee too. Darkrai is going to rely on dashes. Darkrai is going to rely on getting close and personal with its dashes and dealing high damage. That's what speedsters do. So if we were to look at Darkrai. Thank you, Chris. Skip. Hypnosis, blah blah blah. Yeah, who cares? Skip. Oh, would you look at that? Jumps forward. Oh, that's a dash right there. Sharp shadows in the ground, hits it, blah blah blah. Mark and remove and falling asleep. When move hits, the move is used again. The user deals additional damage. Okay, so it's mostly just damage. Puts the enemies to sleep, so it has a little bit of status in there, which is really weird. But it does have that dash with Dark Void, so let's skip ahead. Oh, would you look at that? Nasty plot. Oh, would you look at that? Moving in a designated direction. That sounds like a dash. Shadows, that sounds like a dash. It seems kind of dashy. Look at that. Bubble Beam, stuns. Surf, stuns. You know, it has stuns. You know, it supports the team with stuns. Oh, look at that. Grabs and stuns and grabs. No wonder it's supporter. It grabs and stuns. Oh, would you look at that? Oh my god. It has range. Holy shit. Ranged auto attacks. Oh man. Oh, it does a lot of damage, but it has low hit points. That's interesting. Low defenses. That's interesting. Almost like it's an attacker. almost like it's an attack. Because it has low endurance and fucking range. A big thank you to Chris and El Chico and all that stuff for all the footage. Go check them out. El Chico EV on Twitter and YouTube, and Chris Heroes. All that good stuff. Go check them out. But you get the idea. You know how game work now. So make proper assumptions this time,